Whoa, now wait a minute. Relax, Canelo, please. Save the tweets. Because the boxing world and the Mexican fan base did not miss you this Cinco de Mayo. Because we was well entertained by witnessing David Benavidez and his epic performance versus Zurdo Ramirez. And let me tell you like this, Canelo. Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Week is now reserved for the new face of Mexican boxing and the most entertaining fighter in the world, David Benavidez. Yes, look, Canelo Álvarez took to Twitter and said, El Cinco de Mayo will always be an important date for me and my career. This year there was no fight, but we'll see each other at the next one in September. Oh no, go do what you got to do with Turkey Al Sheikh out there in Saudi or whoever you're going to be fighting and Billy. We asked Canelo Álvarez time and time again, please, por favor, give us the fight with you and David Benavidez, the most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing, the most interesting fight in the sport of boxing. And you know what you kept on saying to your supporters and even your haters? I do whatever I want to do. I do whatever I want to do. You took fights that you yourself wouldn't even, you yourself said that you wouldn't even take. You went out there to Saudi Arabia during Cinco de Mayo to fight William Skull. You then fought Terence Bud Crawford when you had no plans in fighting Terence Bud Crawford, which you said in interviews in the past that you wouldn't even get credit for fighting Terence Bud Crawford. But you know what, Canelo Álvarez? We're not falling for it anymore. The Mexican fan base is not falling for it anymore. And they don't deserve, especially the Mexican fan base, doesn't deserve for you to hustle them. Because you don't care about us. You don't care about them. You don't care about the boxing world anymore. You gave up your crown. You gave up your crown. You gave up to be king, to be Turkey's puppet. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about Cinco de Mayo nor Mexican Independence Weekend. You care about lining up your pockets with Turkey Al Sheikh, and that's it. And if it's lining up your pockets with Turkey, it's going to abandon the people that's been supporting you since day one. That's what you chose. We got David Benavidez that wants to give the boxing world what they want. We got David Benavidez that want to give the Mexican, American Mexican, and the Mexican fan base what they want. And he's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? He captivates the imagination, the emotions of the boxing fans. Not only the boxing fans, but the sports fan. He is the most entertaining combat fighter today. And guess what? He's Mexican. And the Mexican people love him now. See? Let me tell you like this. David Benavidez gained what you was afraid to give up if you would be defeated by David Benavidez. But you should know the Mexican fan base, a loyal fan base, the most lucrative fan base of all of boxing. That it's not about winning and losing, but it's how you win and how you lose. They don't care if their Mexican fighters lose, because they know when they lose, they go down like warriors anyway. They don't abandon Julio Cesar Chavez and Fernando Vargas and Berea and Marquez. They don't even abandon Pitbull Cruz. Historically, the Mexican fighter always give the boxing fan, and especially the Mexican fan base, what they want. Even the American Mexican or the Mexican from the motherland. They always give it. Oscar de la Hoya was the king. He was the cash cow. And guess what? We never needed to beg Oscar de la Hoya to dare to be great. Beg Oscar de la Hoya, stop marinating fights and stop building fights. Oscar de la Hoya just gave the fight that we want to see in a timely fashion. You used to be that Canelo Álvarez. We didn't need to wait for the Triple G, the first Triple G fight that much. You dare to be great. You went right away. When you was in the 168-pound division, you just ran through the hole and became undisputed right away. But we all know that the guy that was supposed to, that was the real man in 168 outside from you was David Benavidez. And that's the only fight that we was asking for. And we understood you when you say, David Benavidez need to do a little bit more. We understood you. I understood you. But he did do more. He was the guy that when you said should get more fighters under his belt, and his resume, when you was talking about post-fight interview, when you were saying that he only fought Darrell, he did fight. He did fight Caden Plant. He did fight Demetrius Andre. He did go to the 175-pound division and fought Alexandre. He did fight the guy that's supposed to be the boogeyman, El Cubano, David Morrell. He did. And you still didn't give the fans what they want. You kept hustling us. And for the most part, we kept enabling you. We didn't want to see no John Ryder in Mexico. We didn't want to see no Edgar Berlanga. We'd rather get the David Benavidez. We ain't want to see the Jaime Munguia. We wanted to see David Benavidez. We ain't wanted to see William Skull. You ain't wanted to see William Skull. We wanted David Benavidez. And you kept going and kept going, kept juicing the people that was giving you money, and you was going to keep on going. Now you're going to fight M. Billy. Go ahead. Do what you want to do, Canelo Álvarez. We got the best fighter in the world, the most entertaining fighter in the world, representing America and Mexico. We don't need you, Canelo Álvarez. The fan base doesn't need you. If you retire right now, we all good. And we appreciate you becoming a 4th Division World Champion, super middleweight undisputed. We appreciate you a future Hall of Famer, first ballot. But you're not giving anything that we want. Just like you said, you do whatever you want to do. You forgot about us, Canelo Álvarez. You forget about the tradition of a Mexican fighter as well, that every race and every ethnicity appreciates. Every ethnicity and every race all over the world appreciate the Mexican fighter. And let me tell you like this. When you think about the Mexican fighter, you think about courage, cojones, brawler, fight, effort. Canelo, you don't identify with the Mexican fighter anymore. Like Julio Cesar Chavez told David Benavidez after his fight with Zurdo Ramirez, he said, I'm now Team Benavidez. Mike Tyson comes out with David Benavidez. The legends love David Benavidez. The legends now look at you sideways, Canelo. The more you go without fighting David Benavidez, the less respect you get. And you're willing to do that all to be the puppet of Turkey Al Sheikh. Go ahead. All money and good money. But you will understand when your career is over. We're good. I can't wait for September to see David Benavidez.